and a peck and a hug around the neck. Hug around the neck and a barrel and a heap. And I'm talking in my sleep about you.
I'm sorry.
We're the Morrells. I am Paul, and this is my wife. Say it
Maryanne.
again. Say it loud.
Maryanne.
My journey began several years ago when my doctor noticed that I had a little spot on my face right here. And he said, that's very questionable. So he sent me to a dermatologist, and they did a biopsy, and we found out I had skin cancer. I'm also a survivor of prostate cancer. I was having trouble urinating. It was very painful, and I just couldn't urinate. So obviously went to my doctor and shared it with him. He did the DRE, digital rectal exam on me, and said, I need to send you to a urologist. Well, that was enough to alarm me right there, but we were okay. But at the end of it all, when it was all said and done, we decided to go ahead with the prostatectomy. My grandmother used to have this saying, she would say, let's just get shed of that. Well, that's basically what I did with my prostate and the cancer. Instead of doing the route with the radiation, because sometimes the radiation works, sometimes it doesn't. Chemotherapy cannot be used with prostate cancer. And we wanted to do the one sure way, and that was to have the prostatectomy. That way we knew the cancer could be taken out. So that's the route that we went, and I've never looked back. There is hope. Just because you're diagnosed with prostate cancer is not the end of it. In fact, it's almost the beginning of a new life and a new journey. And I am glad to share that. And any man out there that is facing prostate cancer, or if you're having issues with your prostate, I encourage you to get on top of it, get with your physician immediately, and follow their advice to the letter. There's another type of cancer that I had, and that was breast cancer. And yes, men do get breast cancer. I noticed when I put my seatbelt on, how to go across this side of me as it's driving. And on the right side of my breast here, it was very tender and sore. I noticed, wow, that's kind of tender. I didn't think much of it. And I went to the, next time I went to my doctor just for my regular checkup, I mentioned it to him. So he poked around on me a little bit. He said, we need to get this checked. He said, because Paul, men do get breast cancer. And he said, I need to send you for a mammogram. I said, Doctor, sir, I'm a male. And he let me explain to me the construction of a male breast and how similar it is to a female breast. And I said, yes, you can have cancer up in there, so we need to get on top of this. The next couple of weeks, I went in for several different tests. They ended up doing a biopsy on me, and it came back stage 2 breast cancer. I had breast cancer in what would have been a milk gland if I was a lady, and it was very invasive. And the last day of February, I had a full mastectomy on my left side. The tumor came back as a stage 2. Every 5 years since I was, had the diagnosed with a cyst on my right breast, I go for a mammogram. And yes, men do go for mammograms. I would always ask the technician, every 5 years, and I would go, how many men do you normally do? And the average is about 3 men a week, they would tell me. So yes, there's a lot of men with breast cancer or having issues, medical issues with the breast. One thing that I've discovered over the years is that no two men, or no two cancer survivors, whether men or ladies, are going to have the same story. We all have a different journey. We all have arrived at cancer differently. We all have treated our cancers differently. And I was involved with 2 prostate cancer support groups in my hometown of Pensacola, Florida. And when we moved here just a few months ago, I realized there was no prostate cancer support group for men. So working through Michelle's place, the Cancer Resource Center, we are hoping that at the first part of the year 2021, we're going to be starting 2 groups. One group for prostate cancer support for men, breast cancer support for men.